Welcome to part 2 of how to program the kinematic equation into your TI-83 or TI-84 calculator. From before, you should have just entered GoTo theta at the end of label Y. Once you're there, on the next line below that, you're going to put label V for the velocity section. On the next line, display known variables. And then next line, pause, and then display in quotations 1 colon parentheses a comma t comma s and parentheses and quotations. Display in quotations 2 colon parentheses a comma t comma y and parentheses and quotations. Display in quotations 3 colon in parentheses y comma t comma s and parentheses end quotation. Display in quotations 4 colon parentheses a comma y comma s end parentheses end quotations. Pause. And then prompt x again. If x equals 1, then go to 9. Else, if x equals 2, then go to 10. Else, if x equals 3, then go to 11. Else, go to 12. And then label 9. Here we're going to prompt the variables a comma t comma s. Start squiggled parentheses s plus at end the squiggled parentheses. That goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 10. Here we're going to prompt the variables a comma t comma y. In squiggled parentheses, y divided by t plus at divided by 2 and the squiggled parentheses. That goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 11. We're going to prompt the variables y comma t comma s. In squiggled parentheses, 2y divided by t minus s and end the squiggled parentheses. That goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 12. Prompt the variables a comma y comma s. Now here we have two options for this, so we're going to put two different options in this list. In squiggled parentheses, negative square root of s squared plus 2ay end parentheses, comma, the square root of s squared plus 2ay end parentheses, end squiggled parentheses. That goes to L1. This corresponds to the plus or minus square root in the equation. That goes to, go to theta. And then we're going to do label S for the initial velocity section. Display known variables. Then new line, pause. Display in quotations 1 colon parentheses a comma t comma v end parentheses end quotations. Display in quotations 2 colon parentheses a comma t comma y end parentheses end quotations. Display in quotations 3 colon parentheses y comma t comma v end parentheses, and quotations. Display in quotations 4 colon parentheses a comma y comma v end parentheses end quotations. And then pause. Then we're going to prompt x once again. If x equals 1, then go to 13. Else, if x equals 2, then go to 14. Else, if x equals 3, then go to 15. Else, go to 16. Label 13. Here we're going to prompt the variables a, t, v. In squiggled parentheses, at minus v goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 14. Here we're going to prompt the variables a, t, and y. In squiggled parentheses, y divided by t minus at divided by 2, and the squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 15. Prompt y, t, v. In squiggled parentheses, 2y divided by t minus v, and end the squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 16. Prompt the variables a, y, v. Again, we're going to have two options here. So in the squiggled parentheses, negative square root of v squared minus 2ay end parentheses, comma, square root of v squared minus 2ay end parentheses, and the squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. This also again corresponds to the plus or minus square root that comes from the equations. Go to theta. Label t, which corresponds to time. Display known variables. In the next line, pause. Display in quotations 1 colon parentheses a, v, s, end parentheses, end quotations. Display in quotations 2 colon parentheses a, v, y, end parentheses, end quotations. Display in quotations 3 colon parentheses a, y, s, end parentheses, end quotations. Display in quotations 4 colon parentheses y, v, s, end parentheses, end quotation. And then pause. And then we're going to prompt one last time x. If x equals 1, then go to 17. Else, if x equals 2, then go to 18. Else, if x equals 3, then go to 19. Else, go to 20. Label 17. Here we're going to prompt the variables a, v, s. In squiggled parentheses, v minus s end parentheses divided by a, and the squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 18. Prompt the variables a, v, y. Squiggled parentheses, again, this is going to have two options. So in parentheses, v minus the square root of v squared minus 2ay n parentheses twice divided by a, comma, in parentheses, v plus the square root of v squared minus 2ay n parentheses twice divided by a, and the squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 19. Here we will prompt the variables a, y, s. In the squiggled parentheses, this one will also have two options. Start parentheses, negative s minus the square root of s squared plus 2ay n parentheses twice divided by a, comma, start parentheses, negative s plus the square root of s squared plus 2ay n parentheses twice divided by a, n parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. Label 20. Here prompt the variables y, v, s. In squiggled parentheses, 2y divided by, in parentheses, v plus s, n parentheses, and squiggled parentheses, that goes to L1. Go to theta. The new line, label theta. Display, in quotations, variable equals, n parentheses, and then on the new line, simply put L1, and then enter. This is the last bit of the coding you'll need to do for this program. If you want to check against some of the answers I will provide with you, go to my next video in which I will show you how to operate the program. Thank you for watching.